The thing about Supwell Certified, maybe I'll come up with a criteria, but it's all going to be based on versatility, budget. Puma?
I think that should be the intro.
Alright guys, 5:36 a.m. here. Last day in the hotel in Asheville. And today, we're going to get some miles in the treadmill in the Puma Deviate Nitro 2. Now, this has been a shoe that came into my rotation over the past few months, and it's been a really enjoyable shoe to run in. I wasn't one of the people who picked this up immediately when it first came out. I ran in the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3 a lot, but I needed a new water repellent shoe and picked this up during the winter, and it's been solid. So today, we're going to get it up to 100 miles, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on how it's performed and whether or not you should add it to your rotation. And by the way, it is on sale right now for $90, which is why I want to do this video. So let's hit the gym and get into it. Ballin'. Alright guys, so yesterday was a complete rest day. Today, we're just going to do some nice and easy miles, nice and relaxed miles on the treadmill in the gym here. Boom, look at that. We're here before 6 a.m. again. All right. Well, we'll just have to do a little overview of the shoe, and then we can get on the treadmill. Alright guys, we're chilling in the hotel lobby here. Breakfast hasn't started yet. The gym is closed. I got my little cup of coffee. Sometimes you gotta rock with the Bolivian Natural, and sometimes you just gotta drink whatever is close by. So let's do an overview of the Puma Deviate Nitro 2. I'm not going to put it on the table here and be that guy, but this is a cruiser. This is a shoe that blends elements of comfort and speed. So you'll see here, we got the Nitro Elite foam in the front. We got this chunkier heel in the back, a little bit of a firmer foam. I have the WTR version, so this is water repellent. And the beauty of the shoe is that it is a versatile beast. And we typically don't think of these plated training shoes. And this does have a plate. You can see here, there's a little window. That's how we know it has a plate. We don't typically think of these training shoes as being versatile for things other than running fast or running fast and maybe some daily miles, but this can run fast, it can run daily miles. I've even taken this on light trails, and if you look at the grip here, bang, it has one of the stickiest outsoles in the game. And so yesterday we were hiking around the Blue Ridge Mountains. Granted, we only did 1 mile because we had 3 kids with us and it was raining, and we're no longer the hiking beasts we once were. Maybe today we'll do some more. But I was using the Adidas boots with the Continental rubber on the bottom, and I'm really curious how these stack up. So if we do go on another hike today, I might have to take them out in the BRP. But for everything around, BRP is Blue Ridge Parkway, by the way, out here in the Carolinas. But for everything around the neighborhood, everything running related, this grip is amazing. It's been great for everything I've asked of it. And it rains a lot in the Carolinas. So this has been an awesome rain shoe, because a lot of times when it's raining, I don't want to wear, first of all, a white shoe. And then there's a lot of shoes out there that have mediocre grip. But something like this or the Boston 12, this will give you 100% confidence in the rain. Now, downsides of this guy, extremely narrow. And I'm not sure if you can see this right now, but once we slip it on foot, when we get into the gym, we have about 10 or 15 minutes left now. You'll see how narrow it is on foot. I also think the stability is just average, even though we have the firmer foam and the chunkier foam. And I'm not sure why that is. It just kind of feels like the shoe is a little bit rolly, and I'll report back on that after the run this morning. That is something to note versus a shoe like the Boston 12 SE Trainer V2. And then of course, like what I'm wearing right now, the Brooks Ghost Max, or any of these non-plated training shoes that are designed more for comfort and support, even the neutral shoes, this does not feel as stable as those shoes. So a little bit narrow, a little bit not unstable, but a little bit less stable than a lot of the market right now. Those are really the two core issues. And then in terms of the ride experience, I don't even know if it's an issue, but it definitely does not have as much speed and pep in it as some of my favorite fast daily trainers or fast plated trainers. So versus the Boston 12, for example, that feels like it stands up a little bit better to my force in the forefoot here. This is a really comfortable, versatile shoe, but I get a little bit more of that sinking in and squishing from this Nitro Elite foam versus something like a Light Strike Pro. And so this is a very comfortable shoe, fun shoe, but for me personally, I haven't used it for a lot of true workouts because I'll pull for either the Boston 12 or I'll pull for a marathon racing shoe versus this guy here. But that was a little quick overview of the Deviate 2. Let's see what time it is now. Make sure not to put our shoe on the table. 5:52. I'm going to sip my coffee. We have about 5 more minutes before we can head back up to the gym. Let's get a little taste test of this Homewood Sweets freshly brewed blend. Cup of ah. 1 sip. Everybody knows the rules. Yesterday morning, I was actually impressed at the coffee, impressed at the blend. Today, let's just say I can taste more water than bean, but it'll get the job done. Maybe I'll just chug it before we get on the treadmill. Plan for the run this morning. We just got to get 4 miles, so I already got in my 100 for the week, and I got in 130 within a 7-day period before we came out here to the mountains. Let me see this. So yeah, you can see that this week we are sitting at 100.9 after my marathon, which I think was somewhere around here. Yeah, April 1st, April 7th. I did 100 or 10 straight 100-mile weeks, and then I cut down for marathon recovery, scaled back up to 100, took a down week last week, closed that one out with a marathon though, and then did 130 in 7 days, or 100 total this week. So we'll end this week with, I guess, 105 miles. So right now I'm in a little bit of a rebuilding. I finished out the recovery from the marathon. That only took a few weeks actually, and I was back to cruising at those 22 milers for 22-mile long runs pretty close after the marathon. But now I'm in a little bit of a recovering, rebuilding, and retooling for the fall. And I wasn't quite sure what was going to come next, but now Chicago is only 4 months away at this point. So I think we're going to dive right back into marathon training in a week or two. I'm deciding what plan to use or what principles to pull in for my own training, because I'll probably mix and match a little bit, but this is going to be a fun block. So this morning in the Deviate Nitro 2, there's no workout, no real goal other than to just get some time on feet and do some recovery. And this is something that I talked about yesterday, is with putting up higher mileage weeks, I always make sure to bake in these recovery days. And it's not always just about running super slowly. A lot of the time it can be about bringing the volume down, or just going into the run with the knowledge that it's a recovery run and we don't need to be hitting certain pace targets or mashing. So Puma Deviate Nitro 2 here. This is going to be our shoe for this morning. I haven't used it for a ton. Actually have. I was going to say I haven't used it for a ton of recovery runs, but I run so many miles and so often that nearly half of my runs per week are recovery, or runs where I classify a recovery run as any run where I don't have a specific pace target. And sometimes I'll do an aerobic run where I don't have a pace target, and then I'll end up picking the pace down to 6:30, 6:40, 6:50, and then recovery runs will usually be sticking around 8:10, sometimes down to 7:40, 7:50, depending on how I'm feeling. But this has felt pretty good across those range of paces. I've also taken it on the treadmill once. I actually did a 14-mile run on the treadmill in this guy. So today, I think this will be the second treadmill run in this bad boy. So I'm going to finish up my coffee and then we can hit the gym up there. 5:57. All right. I'm going to get changed. A Dick's Sporting Goods shorts, run shorts, and then we can hit the gym, get our miles in. Quick little hydration pit stop at the world's slowest bottle filler. Alright, let's give this another shot. Bang. So look, it is a hotel gym. I like it. We got the treadmill in the corner. We got the free weights. We got the Peloton that hasn't been used since 2021. We got the elliptical. We got the recumbent bike. I don't even know if that's a recumbent bike. It's good. It's a good vibe. Alright, let's lace up these shoes. So I've been wearing the Ghost Max all weekend, and these things are just so comfy. I do not want to take them off. I kind of want to run with them on the treadmill this morning because one of my feet was hurting a little bit from doing that 130-mile week, and so I was like, I just want the most comfortable shoe possible. These things have been great. And by the way, taking one day from running off, which I don't normally do, just completely melted away that discomfort. So we're gonna get back at it this morning. Now let's see difference here in the Deviate Nitro too. Yeah, overall a ton more narrow, and of course I just put my sock on, but through the midfoot and especially the forefoot, this is like an elf shoe. I've said this a few times, but it comes to this really weird point up here, which the Ghost Max does not. It's rounded. This one comes to a point, it comes to a taper, and it's not just the width, but it's also the height. And there's a few shoes on the market right now that are doing this weird shallow toe box thing. I forget, I think the Speed 4 had it as well. This one almost fits similarly to the Speed 4. But on step in, yeah, the stability issue isn't a huge thing, and it's not a wildly unstable shoe. I think the most unstable shoe, neutral shoe I've tested recently for neutral runners is probably the Mach 6, and this feels pretty planted out here, just on my foot as I'm doing this little dancing jig, and it doesn't feel that much narrower in the heel actually than the Ghost Max. I think it's just the softer foam once we get running that starts to feel a little bit squishy and squirrely. Not squishy in a bad way. But alright, I'm gonna put this other sock on. No free feet. I might have to censor that little toe action right there for you guys. And so while these are not a comfort first shoe, they have a lot of elements of comfort built into them, at least in the midsole experience. So the forefoot foam here, it is very comfortable on step in. So that is one of the things it does have going for it versus a shoe, or similar to a shoe, like the Ghost Max. Now I haven't done a ton of walking in the shoe actually, and I know some people do enjoy it for walking, so we might need to pop these on later and do a little bit of some sort of a walking test. Or maybe I'll just walk to the little breakfast buffet down there. But for now, plan is running 4 miles, nice recovery run on the Homewood Suites treadmill. Let's get it in. All right, just finished, and they were going hard on that little TV there. Yeah, that was Ken Whiting, and there's some people who they just look like a Ken. That guy looks like a Ken, but look at this. Absolute fire. They're just kayaking through, I don't even know whatever this is, but shout out to Ken and Nicole putting in work. So we got 4 miles over here. Let's see, bada boom, bada bing. We got to make sure it actually got it almost exactly today. 4.00. The thing is, I got 4.10 because, let's recalibrate really quickly. All right, boom. I got 4.10 because I saw I was at 100.9, so this will put us at exactly 105 miles. So average 7.3 average 7:34, not 7.34, 4.1 miles, 31 minutes, and it looks like it's getting light outside. Yeah, we don't have any mountain views here though. Just a gray street. But yeah, let me pop these shoes off and we can talk through the ride experience and my overall enjoyment experience with the shoe. So as I mentioned, this guy first came into the rotation about, 3-4 months ago. And I've used it here and there sporadically, periodically for different types of runs, but it's always had a really fun ride. So this morning, 4 miles, 7:30 pace, and it just pops you, bounces you along. So the Nitro Elite here, out of all the elements of the shoe, the upper, the outsole, the carbon composite plate, the 2 foams, the Nitro Elite is going to be the star of the show. It is, look at this. Look how soft this foam is. And the thing is, it's the rare foam that's soft, but also has the bounce. And I think that's what makes this shoe such a fan favorite, such a low-key banger for a lot of people. Because unlike a shoe like the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3 or Speed 4, where the foam compresses, but you feel like it's not really supporting your forefoot that much, this one compresses down, but releases really quickly. So Puma did a great job with this foam here. It is nice and energetic. That's not a word I use to describe foams a lot, but it's energetic, it's lively, it gives you exactly what you put into it. And unlike a lot of other plated training shoes on the market, something like the Boston 12 or the Tier Valkyrie or even the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Flash 2, which I need to run in again, this shoe isn't super aggressive. That's the beauty of this shoe, right? It doesn't force you to land in a specific way. It doesn't force you to run a certain pace. Now, because it has this Nitro Elite foam here that pops you along and bounces you along, it does encourage some faster running, maybe a higher cadence or more steps per minute. Because it's so bouncy, you just want to keep taking steps. You don't necessarily want to mash down on this foam. You don't need to mash down on the foam to get the benefit out of it. So it doesn't encourage me to run in a weird way. That's the benefit, again, of this firmer foam out in the heel here, so that when you're landing, it's going to be comfortable and it's not going to pop you too far if you want to run more relaxed, landing a little bit more on the rear of the platform. Now, that being said, if we were doing a super relaxed run, maybe I were going out for a 2-hour run or a recovery run at an 8:15 pace, would this be my first choice? So my absolute first choice? Probably not. I might go for something like the New Balance SC Trainer V2. I might go for a non-plated shoe. I might even go for something like the Brooks Ghost Max. Probably not if I were running. But where this guy is going to be great is for versatile daily miles. So everyday runs, going to give that nice, soft, bouncy feel. And then also workouts, man. I dipped down on the treadmill here to marathon pace a few times and a little bit slower than marathon pace, steady pace. And this shoe was really fun, really soft, really bouncy. Those are really the 3 key things of the ride. Now, downside of this Nitro Elite foam is, again, as we mentioned, the stability. And I did want to do this comparison here. So take a look at the Ghost Max and the Puma Deviate Nitro 2, you can really tell how much narrower this Deviate Nitro 2 is. And if we compare them side to side like this, look at the forefoot and midfoot of the Brooks Ghost Max compared to the Deviate Nitro 2. The back is wider as well, but look at this midfoot right here and then everything in front of that. The midfoot of the Deviate Nitro 2 is super, super, super narrow. And so the Ghost Max is not designed for faster running at all. I don't even run in this shoe, really. I just walk in it, but I'm bringing it here. Well, I'm bringing it here because I was wearing it because it's comfortable. But as a point of reference, a point of comparison for the Deviate Nitro 2, and as an example of a non-plated daily trainer or max cushion shoe, a more or truer comfort-oriented shoe versus a more speed-oriented shoe. So with this guy here, landing on the forefoot, with it being a narrower platform, coupled with this energetic foam, coupled with a plate that is pretty flexible when it comes to these plated training shoes, that makes for a platform that is not super stable up in the forefoot here. So when running fast, I do feel like I have to be a little bit more careful with this shoe, how I'm landing up in the forefoot, and just making sure that I'm navigating well when running fast. Now, that being said, because it's not the tallest stack here, and again, we can compare it to the Ghost Max here, especially up in the forefoot, you can see it's not this towering stack of foam. The back does look pretty tall, but I think we're also sitting down within the foam here. The actual foam inside, it probably stops about right here. And there's been some other media sources that cut open this shoe. Run Repeat does that, and they measured this a little bit lower. I actually think it was significantly lower than Puma reports it, because I think Run Repeat will take the measurements from the ground up to where your sit foot's in. So to where your foot sits in. Sit foot's in. So this is a little bit lower to the ground than other plated training shoes. It's not a super low shoe. It's not uncomfortable. It has tons of protection for everything up to 90 minutes. I don't love taking it past 2 hours because of the stack, but also because of that forefoot narrowness and a little bit of instability. So what I was saying, wrapping all this up about the height of the foam here, is that while it is softer and while it is narrower here, because you get a lower stack, that makes it a shoe that you can do some trails in or some light off-road, especially because you have the grip here. So it's not going to be the most stable for faster running, but for slower running, ironically, because of this wider base and because of this grip, this actually isn't the worst shoe in the world for something like running on a gravel path. Now, upper of the shoe here, comfortable, no rubbing whatsoever. The only real issue, and let's take off the left shoe here. By the way, these merino wool socks, absolute tanks from features. I highly recommend these. I've actually had to wear them for 3 things now. I wore them hiking yesterday, and then I wore them to dinner yesterday, and now I'm wearing them today. Kind of gross, but sometimes you have to do that when you don't pack well. And merino wool is really, that's the only type of sock I would want to do that in. Cotton, that would not be good. But what I wanted to say is the upper here, narrowness on this left side, for me especially, and I know some of us can have one foot that's a little bit wider than the other. For me, I think the left foot might be a touch wider. Also, the Saucony shoes just completely shredded my left metatarsal. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but you guys love saying metatarsals. The Saucony shoes just completely shredded right here on the left side of my foot. So super narrow up in here. The toes do not feel like they have a ton of room. I have to say, though, for someone who's a 10.5 US men's, and I get a 10.5 US men's and everything, the shoe has never given me any pain in that 10.5 US men's. So I think you could probably go true to size. You might want, you could go half a size up if you wanted, but it is just a snugger fit. Some shoes are just snugger. I don't know if I'd want to go up 11 to this. It might be a little too long if I went up another half a size. So all these shoes fit differently. This one is a little bit snugger, a little bit narrower, but no pain for me. It's just on this side here on the left, I can feel some tightness similar to those Saucony shoes, but I'm not getting as much rubbing as I got from those Saucony shoes. Now, durability. So you can see we have some treadmill damage right here. I am a heavy scuffer with some of these shoes. With the amount of mileage that I run, I'm running a fair amount at a relaxed pace, running a little bit more toward the rear of the platform, not really mashing down on the forefoot all the time. And with this shoe, I've used it more like a daily trainer, some recovery like today, some aerobic miles. Haven't done too many true fast workouts other than some pace pickup here and there. So highest wear area is going to be around this back portion. And you can see we've actually worn down this rubber pretty good here. Now, is it going to go within 200 miles? Absolutely not. Now, am I going to get this shoe to 200 miles? I'm actually not sure because of how many shoes that I test. But will this rubber go within 200 miles? I don't think so. Will it go within 300 miles? Maybe. And I'm a little bit surprised at how much wear that we're seeing here, given that Puma is known for this incredible durability. And you can see the layer of rubber here is really thick. Now, even if we do wear this down, though, that's not gonna decrease the performance of the foam. And you can see on the inside here, we actually still do have, I don't know, a few good millimeters of foam of rubber left on the back here, so we might be okay. But in general, durability of this shoe is gonna be solid. One of our friends of the channel here, Curiosities, my guy got the shoe to $600. $600. hundo. 6 hundo. I had to say it 3 times. 600 miles on the Deviate 2. He's a little bit lighter than I am. He runs with a lighter touch. He's running different paces than I am. He doesn't wear down his shoes as hard as I do, but still, 6 hundo in 2024? 6 hundo? Good job, Puma. 6 hundo? So yeah, this shoe is going to last forever. If you want a shoe that lasts forever, the value of this is incredible. And as I mentioned at the top of the call, $90 for this guy right now at Dick's Sporting Goods. I think they only have a few sizes and a few colorways, but I do anticipate that this shoe will be dropping, dropping in price, especially because the Deviate Nitro 3 is releasing on censored. But keep an eye out for more inventory of this going down. I'm guessing most of the popular big sites will have this at $120. That's typically the price that they cut the shoes to from $160. They'll go $160 to $120, but Dick's Sporting Goods and maybe some others, maybe we'll see this pop up at a Nordstrom Rack for cheaper. I know some people have found it at Marshall's and Ross for cheaper. I think I saw someone get this shoe for $40 on one of the forums. So check out your Marshalls, check out your Ross, any of those discount stores. That's where you can find the shoe. And if you want a fun, durable daily trainer that can do any type of run up to 90 minutes, 2 hours, I wouldn't really want to take this past 2 hours. This is your best bet. Also, decently comfortable shoe for walking around. I do want to do a little bit of testing though. I have something special planned. So that's all I have for now on the Deviate Nitro 2. This has been billed as the most versatile shoe of all time though. So if we have time today, if we end up hiking today, I'm not sure if we're going to do that. I'm going to lace these guys up and we can do a little hike of them and see how they hold up for that, because that is the one thing that I haven't done in the shoe yet, is really test the grip in some mud and in some off-road terrain. And if this passes that hiking test, then this might vault into a new tier. So that's all I have for you this morning, guys. I got a shower and then we're gonna get some brekkie and whatnot. So yeah, it is 6:56 a.m. now. I gotta see what's going on in the hotel room. Hopefully I didn't wake any children up leaving at 5:30. Gotta slip the ghost. Oh man, even just slipping these on without standing, these are so comfortable. I cannot recommend this shoe enough. I might just have to start putting this in every video. By the way, if you want to see my favorite shoes right now, check out I always put it in the description below, but check out the Joanna's picks, the My Picks. There's a link in the description all the way at the bottom. You can find the shoe matcher, you can find my picks, and you can find the best deals. I'm also going to be sending out a deals newsletter for Memorial Day. There's some good stuff at REI right now, so stay tuned for that. I gotta go get showered and change, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Another beautiful day in Asheville. Look at this. Bang. Pizza place right there, but this is the best coffee shop in Asheville. It's called Farewell. Charlie's getting some coffee right now. I'm not actually sure what we're gonna do today, so might do a hike, might not. I think Mama's a little bit ready to go home. But Mace, do you want to do another hike? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Mason. Ira wants to do another hike too. So I think everyone wants to do a hike except for Charles. So we'll see how it goes. Roni doesn't want to do another hike? No. Okay. No, yeah. Yeah, that is what Roni wants to do. Alright, you need to get this coffee in and then we'll see. You are super fast already.
I know, but sometimes I can't see you and you go ahead of me and Mom and I'm like, Daddy!
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll hike together today if we go, okay? We're just bumping that I almost said Larry June, but we're bumping that Nora Jones this morning. She goes hard. Shout out to Nora Jones. Look who it is. No, no screaming. Pull up in the overalls. Alright, Craven Gap Trail, 17 minutes away. We're gonna do it. The orange creamsicle latte is gonna revive her. The pain of woman. The shadows are just so pretty. The way the light comes through at this time of day.
Yeah. Should I take a videography course? No.
Some other baller.
No, this is not Belmore, but it's they're ballin'.
Yeah. It's called the Western Residence. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, maybe.
She should take a videography course.
Yeah. Before TRE.
Yeah, this trip made me want to like up my kit. But for what I do day to day, like my setup is fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like people just need to be able to see the shoe and see my face. Like getting a clearer, sharper image of the shoe isn't gonna do anything. But for stuff like this, getting a better or different lens, I don't even know, could be sick.
You don't think getting a clearer image of the shoe would make a difference? I feel like it could.
Like more subs?
Or just like, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow.
Put in work.
In that outfit, too. Dang, dude. That is some serious commitment. Wow. Also, the views to the right you can't see yet, but it's just.
Runner taken out by biker.
Hopefully not.
Are we going to the mountains, Daddy?
Yep.
Hike?
Yep.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Beautiful Craggy Gardens. Birds are out, views are popping, and we got Deviate Nitro too. Now that's a good view if I've ever seen one. Cool. Alright guys, so hiking test in the Deviate Nitro 2. So the beauty of these guys is the Puma grip rubber. And look at this. It is really similar to a hiking boot or a hiking shoe with the lugs that we get in the front. And now in all of the wet weather tests I've done in this, it's been absolutely fantastic. Better than the Boston 12, the best grip. But I want to see how it performs out here on the trails because as I was saying earlier, this is one of the most versatile shoes. And if we can do some hiking in it too, this might be one of the best value shoes of all time. What's up, Mace? No, this is a different one, but it's going to be super fun. She's got an explosion.
Daddy, why are you doing that?
No shoes. Hey!
What?
No, just watch out for the...
Oh.
Where is he? Look at mommy.
Look at my nose. Ira. Ira, look at my nose. Look it.
Oh, that's perfect. Excuse me? Would you be able to take a picture of us?
Oh, do I face me and do it, or?
Yeah, just like that.
Okay. Which background?
Probably this way, right?
Yeah.
Here, we'll switch.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Good turnout?
Yeah,
great,
thank you.
you.
Oh, perfect. Go.
I'm excited.
How are they?
You do that, so I do this shit. What did I have? Okay, we're definitely not.
They are 100% there because I put them there this morning. Pull hard, come on. You know how to open the door. Can I cheese you? Say cheese, let me see you. Your time.
Mommy, this is the place you want me to go to?
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
No, this is a random one that I picked, but it'll be nice.
I didn't see the tunnel because I was sleeping. Remember?
You've been in a lot of tunnels.
I know, but
You didn't see any tunnels?
I did, but that tunnel I
You
didn't
haven't
see.
gone in it. What? You haven't gone in that tunnel yet.
Now put it up. Now put it up.
That is not your house, that's an old movie.
Do you know where you can get those developed? Can we still get those developed at CVS?
Yeah.
Someone was telling me in New York that they can, and I was like, I think we could just get them developed at CVS.
I didn't eat the seeds. Can I see it?
Okay, ready?
I like it. Ira, do you want this? I gave Ira it because she likes it. I want the GoPro.
Like you're enjoying the view, and I'm going to take a picture.
What's that? Yeah, I'm testing the grip on them.
Almost done. Okay.
Hey, Hudson.
What?
Alright, I'll lace up ready to go. Charlie is skeptical of my shoe choice, but I think we're going to be good. We'll see. They're known to have the grippiest rubber, so... Yeah, they're waterproof, and they have the Puma grip, which is known to be the best rubber. Yep. Yeah, that's a great pick.
What?
They said they're all laced up and ready to go as well. What do you think, they're just doing a short one or two? Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of trails here. It like connects into a whole network.
Okay, cool.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, same. But I couldn't remember.
Mommy, everybody has a hook, but mine's broken.
Everybody has what?
A hook like this, but mine's broken.
Okay, you want me to take my hook off so we match?
I'm
Okay, look at this. Boom, no hook. See? Now we can match each other. Is that super cool? Yeah. Then we can just hold it like this.
Dad, Daddy.
What's up?
It's off. It's off, but it's
As long
blinking.
as it's blinking red, that means it's still going. And then if you want to turn it back on to see what's filming, you press the side button.
Okay.
You get a really cool view of the...
Daddy, smile. Fire. Shoot, Daddy. I'm gonna do a shoot.
Oh, okay. Do you say Puma Deviate Nitro too?
What?
Puma Deviate Nitro too?
Too much.
Do you know what deviate means?
No.
It means to do something different than what's expected. Or to go away from what's normal. How's the view up there?
It's something.
You did your all trails? Are you sure it's that way and not the other way?
Yeah, I was looking at all trails. Also, I remember from last time. Nice, can you get a super good shot of that sign?
I'm gonna
You
try.
say Craggy Gardens Trail?
Craggy Gardens Trail.
Or
Perfect. Let's do it, dude.
Daddy, I got a really fire one. Get up, wait.
yeah, there are lots of flies here.
Just say shoot, fly, shoot, or just yell shoot, fly, shoot. Okay? Shoot, fly, shoot.
Alright, let's figure out which way.
That
Is
way.
that just a viewing spot?
This way.
Yeah, I think so.
Should we go view it?
Yeah, let's check it out. Shout out all trails.
What about?
Ooh.
It matches them all.
Bang! Look at this. Sorry. Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
This one?
So look at that. That's sick. Right there, Mace. Does that qualify for sickness?
Yes.
Yeah. So back up and then left and then straight.
Daddy, remember I'm the ride leader?
Okay.
I didn't.
Alright, go. Wow.
This is, I mean, it's like almost 3, so it's at least 180 views. Pretty cool.
I feel like every hiking do like these boots.
Not gonna get stung. What they really want are these beautiful ribbons.
So we're just going straight downhill here on some wet, rocky, muddy passes, and the Puma grip is holding up really well. So the only real difference or downside of the shoe compared to what I was wearing yesterday, well, there are a few, but main one is the ankle collar. Because it's a low top, I'm not getting as much support, and I'm also not wearing my feature socks today. I'm wearing the cheap Amazon ones, so they only go up to down there. So it is a little bit loose around the ankle. I could probably fix that if I cranked them down a little bit tighter. And in general, what's up? What's up?
Nothing. I'm just. I want you to weigh it.
Ready?
Yes. Ready?
But the grip is good and the cushion is really comfortable. A little bit more cushion than what we were wearing yesterday. So overall, pretty solid so far. So we're gonna have uphill on the way back. I don't mind it. I think I actually prefer going uphill sometimes with the backpack.
Yeah.
It's a different.
It's a lot of weight on your quads
Yeah.
and your knees.
And you just have to be way more controlled going down. This reminds me of the Thomas Jefferson Forest a little bit. It's a building with no walls.
And a covering to keep you from getting too much sun.
Right here.
Yeah. Nice little gazebo. Man, this is a hidden gem of the BRP.
Yeah, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's glitch.
Fly a drone out there would be sick.
You could crawl underneath here, Daddy.
You could, but I don't think you should. Update here. Still comfortable, but my foot is heating up a ton in this because they're waterproof. And I don't even have thick socks on, but my foot is really warming up. So that's the downside of these ones versus a regular one. Fire. Gonna race? Think you could beat me with oh man, you're crushing me.
Wow.
Little mountain goat here.
Dad, you grab me.
Oh. I was just gonna say you beat me, but nope. You see the tree leaning on its side
What tree?
up there?
No.
Whoever gets that first wins. Ready? Gonna take a break?
I see it.
Okay.
Go! What's heath balls?
Is this the one that has
It's a dense thicket. So I think it's
That's a dense thicket.
dense means there's a lot of stuff close together. Thicket I think means a lot of
trees?
overgrown, yeah. So it's not known to be a home of any particular animal, but it's a shelter for a lot of different animals that live up here. But you don't really see them, they say. Oh, small gray bird that flashes white tail feathers. Carolina junco.
Why are you reading it like that?
Junco.
Mommy.
Grip is goated. The grip on these is just insane. Crazy traction out here. Nice view too. All right, we are back. Almost 2 miles. Craggy Gardens Trail in the books. Hey. Nice job. Supwell Certified trail right there. All right, boom. 1.95 mile hike in the books, 554 feet of elevation gain, and it all came at the exact end. 1 hour, 11 minutes in the Deviate Nitro 2. They're honestly really solid. The grip, fantastic. We caught a rock though. Yeah, look at that. It just chews up the mud and spits it out. We don't really have any mud on it. What's that? Yeah. Oh, you want me a video of me talking? Yeah. Charlie says I need to show the open vista here, so look at this.
You want me to do it for a second?
Yeah, no, let's let's do it. I got something important to say. Alright guys, this is a very important message from the office of Supwell Running, founder and CEO here. Puma Deviate Nitro 2 is a Supwell certified shoe. We are now going to offer and issue Supwell certifications for any shoe that passes the criteria. This has got to be one of the most versatile running shoes of all time. We did the treadmill this morning. I've done not 100-mile weeks, but I've done 20-mile double days in it, and we just took it out here on a pretty technical rocky terrain. So Deviate Nitro 2 with the Puma grip, Supwell certified, baby. And look at this. Can you look at this? Supwell certified shoe knot. That's the only way to do it. Should I keep talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So I do, yeah, we are going to do Supwell certified shoes, and people, I don't know.
What's the criteria?
For every shoe, it's going to be different, but I always tell you there's 3 ways. What?
No, keep going.
Okay, yeah, there's 3 ways that we evaluate shoes. So how does it do versus its intended purpose? So this thing is supposed to be versatile, lightweight, fast, plated training shoe. How does it do versus competitors in the category? So for this one, it would be Speed 4, Boston 12, the Mizuno Flash 2, which I haven't tested a ton, the Tier, Mach X, which we have coming in, and then how does it do versus everything else on the market? So with this guy here, it nails its intended purpose. It's supposed to be comfortable, it's supposed to be fast, it's supposed to feel lightweight, it's supposed to be bouncy. It does all of those things. The only real downsides of it are, and that's when we think about versus the category, is it's a little bit narrow, but I'm not gonna knock it for that. And then the real reason, he's dropping cameras. The real reason it's Supwell certified though is because how versatile it is. So thinking about versus everything else on the market, right? Like I didn't need a hiking boot. I didn't need to bring another sneaker. If we're thinking about traveling or packing for a trip, I could just bring this shoe. And also it's on sale right now for $90. Do you know that?
On Running Warehouse?
At Dick's. But Charlie's making a face. She wants you to just use my link. I want to save you guys money, so you can also buy it at Dick's for full price. I think the Running
Warehouse
you can buy it,
for full
yeah,
price.
buy it at Running Warehouse. I think the Dick's deal was only about 2 colorways or 2 sizes in the pink colorway. So yeah, buy it on Running Warehouse. But what you think there needs to be?
To support your channel.
Yeah, to support my channel, my link. But the thing
Daddy,
about
that's Puma.
the thing about Supwell certified, maybe I'll come up with a criteria, but it's all going to be based on versatility, budget. Puma.
I think that
Yeah.
should be the
Daddy,
intro.
Daddy, this is a Puma.
Yeah, it is a Puma.
Puma, Puma.
Puma. I really don't want that to go down. Yeah, versatility, budget, how does it do versus the category? And this is overall an awesome shoe. One of the most versatile shoes on the market. Supwell certified, can't recommend it enough. It's not gonna be as comfortable as the Ghost Max, but for hiking plus running fast, there's no better option than Deviate Nitro 2.
Waterproof, right? Too?
Oh yeah, and this guy is waterproof. This one was more expensive though. MSRP of this guy was $170, and that's the thing. You can get it now for under $100. I think Running Warehouse probably has it on sale too, but yeah, under $100 for this? What?
No, okay.
You're gonna say something?
No.
Yeah.
I'll
You just want me
drop
to.
the link
You just
below.
want me to hawk my affiliate links all
Yes,
the time.
I sure do. Gotta get that paper, baby.
Motorcycle.
Yeah.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
You're
Motorcycle.
gonna buy it. You know.
Yeah. That is all I have for you today. Make sure to pick up your shoes through my Running Warehouse links so that Charlie is happy and that we can get those babies just roll. I'm just kidding. But I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. That's all I have.
One more thing, bear. Dude's walking on top of him. No.
It's a baby. Right there.
It just
In the
looks.
middle.
I've never seen a bear. Oh, they really just don't.
Just doesn't know what to do.
just cool.